Okay, students, so this was the question. You have three numbers A, B, C. You need to find their values such that they are between 2 and 18 and their sum is 25 and 2AB are in AP. So these are in AP and BC 18 are in GP. So students, first condition is this. That's the first condition given to you. And the second condition is they are in AP. So what you can write from here? 2A is equals to B plus 2. And what you can write from B? C square is equals to 18B, right? So you have used all the three equations that you have. Now, what can you do? You can put, so you have three equations and three variables. It's as simple as that. So find the values. So what you can do is you can put the value of A and C in equation 1. Put the value of A and C here. Yes. Yes, you can do like this. Any
Yes,
problems?
sir.
So you can take this as B plus 2, B by 2, that's your A. And from here, C will be equals to under the root 18B. Yes. And that can be further simplified. And we will not take the value negative because these numbers are in between 2 and 18. Okay. So what do you get, students? So put these values of A and C here. What do you get? B plus 2 by 2 plus B plus under the root 18B is equals to 25. Okay. So now you have equation in one variable. You can solve it out. So B is your variable. So you can multiply this equation with 2. What do you get? B plus 2. So multiply both sides with 2. So B plus 2 plus 2B plus this is 9 to the 18. So 3 root 2. And then 2 will again be multiplied. So 3 multiplied 2 multiply root 2B is equals to 50. So 2 and 2B, 3B. So 3B plus 2 plus 6 into root 2 root B is equals to, now this 2 will go this side. So 50 minus 2 will be 48.
40.
Okay. But students, you need to form this quadratic equation. So it's better if you bring 48 this side. So this will be your minus 48
Yes, sir.
equals to 0. So either you can put root b is equals to x. That's also a choice. Okay. To solve so that it's easy for you to think, because in traditional way you think in terms of x. So this will be, so 3b, this is 3x square plus 6 root 2x minus 48 equals to 0. So again you have a choice. Always remember one thing, students. In the last question also we have in this question we have root 2. So if you want to split the terms like 6 root 2, if you want to split, so you will have definitely root 2x. So you will have two values with root 2x. So it means and the product must be 48 multiply 3. So 48 multiply 3. So out of that 2 is gone. So you are left with 24 multiply 3, right? So you need a number plus, so the difference of two numbers will be 6. So 8 multiply 3 is 24 into 3, and then 4 multiply 2 into 3 into 3. So you have the number are 12 and 6. So you will get plus 12 root 2x minus 6 root 2x minus 48 equals to 0. Okay. Have you found the roots? So 3x is common and x plus 4 root 2. Then minus, students, we can also take 3 common. We have forgotten here. Why don't we take 3 common here? It will be little bit simpler. It doesn't matter if we have not taken, still we have solved this much. So let's solve it this way. So what you would like to do? Why don't you people respond? You can clearly see that, okay, you might be doing your own solutions. So 3, 2 and 16. So now you have x square plus 2 root 2x minus 16 equals to 0. So root 2, so 16 factors 8 into 2. So 2 already I have taken. So you are left with 8. So 4 into 2. Now it's quite easy. So x square plus 4 root 2x minus 2 root 2x minus 16. So to the product of the middle term minus 16 x square. So it means that you have formed the correct roots. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, 2 root 2 and minus 4 root 2 will be values of x.
Yes. Yes, you are right. Okay. So x is common, x plus 4 root 2, and then minus 2 root 2 is common, 0. Right. So you get x equals to 2 root 2. So x equals to, yes, you need to find the value of a, b, c. Very good. Now you can easily find, put the value of 8 here. So 8 plus 2 is 10 divided by 2. 10 divided by 2 is 5. So a is equals to 5. So put the value of a and b over here. So this 13. So 25 minus 13 is 12. So you get c as 12. Okay, students?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now let us do what we have done earlier in the class that is not recorded. So let us record it so that it will be easier for you people. See, the first question that we did today was, it was in 1985 JEE exam. So these were the three numbers A, B, C, and they are in GP. Now we have x plus f equals to 0. And these two equations have a common root. So now we have to tell that if this is true, then D by A, E by E, and F by C, they are in AP, GP, or HP. So we have used these conditions that A, B, C are in GP. So it means B is equals to under the root AC. And we have put this value of B in the equation first. And we find the value of X. So then, and that value of X from equation first, we put it in equation second because they have common root. So root, you know, that means LHS is equals to RHS, the value, the solution. You can also see it root, or you can also see solution of the equation. That's the same thing. So putting the value of X minus under the root 3 by A in equation 2, we get this. And now after solving this, we reach this stage. Now here we had C, D, C by A. So but I need D by A only. So that is why I divided. Strategy is what you need as your answer. So that is why I divided with C. Now I have got D by A and F by C. But still I have under the root AC. I don't need under the root AC. Even I don't need, let us see, this 2 is constant. I need E, but instead I need B as 2, yes, and the value of B is under the root AC. So I put that is equals to B. So this now, I know that if I take this negative as this side, so it will become positive. And I know that if I take this as X, this as Y, this as Z, and this as Y, X, Y, Z, then this is X, Y, X plus Z is equals to 2Y. So it clearly shows that Y is the arithmetic mean of X and Z, and it means these numbers are in AP. And then we did our second question, that if T3 is equals to 4 in GP, what will be the product of the 5 terms? So as the number is odd, so first thing is that the common ratio will take R, and second thing is we will start from the middle. So middle term is A, and then moving both sides, common ratio as. So their product will be A5, and this A is so A is already given to us, which is T3, that is 4. So 4 raised to the power 5. So that's my answer. Suppose if we have to write 4 terms in GP. So again starting from the middle, but when there are 4 terms, our common ratio will be R square, and the middle term will always be A by R and AR. So because I need symmetry. So for symmetry, I need 2 terms. Like if you find median, so then you find median of here I have midterm, so that's simply the median. But here you have to find the mean of these 2 numbers. So it also resembles somewhat from there. So your terms will be starting from middle, A by R and AR. So here, this time you will be finding their common ratio will be R square. So this side and this side. So similarly, in case of AP, if you have odd terms, take the common difference and D, and always start from the middle. So middle term, it's symmetry, 5 terms. So middle term will be A, and moving this side and this side. So we will get A minus 2D, A minus D, A plus D, and A plus 2D. And if the numbers are even, then you are supposed to take the common difference as 2D. So start from the middle for the symmetry. So A minus D and A plus D, and then move on both sides. Okay. So even if if the terms are 6, doesn't matter. You can move this side, A plus 5D and A minus 5D. So here also, even if the numbers are 7, doesn't matter. A plus 3D and A minus 3D. So student, this way you can always choose your terms. Okay. So this is what we have discussed till now. Now let us do another question. So all these questions are in JEE exam. The last question that we just did, it was in the year, this question was in the year 1993. So now let us do the next question. And this question was in 1982. Okay, so we are all doing quality questions. Does there exist a GP? The question is, does there exist a GP containing the terms? So does there exists a GP containing the terms 27, 8, 12 as three of its terms. So they are not consecutive term, okay? Because it has just written three of its terms. Are it three terms? Then they will be consecutive. But here it is written that three of its terms, so they can be any term, anywhere, okay? If GP exists, then how many progressions are possible? Then how many progressions are possible? Okay, students? So, what are the three terms? Let us consider that these three are the terms of GP, okay? So because that's the only way to start this question. Let 27, 8, 12 be three terms of GP. In IT, we don't get straightforward question, okay? So twisted questions, and I think we have done enough questions, enough practice, and you will get familiar. Still, there is a lot of practice to come in this week, okay? So,
Okay.
yes, so students, let us consider the mth term is 27. Let us consider the nth term as 8 because these are not consecutive terms, okay? And let us consider the pth term as 12. Okay, so if it is the 27 term, so these are the terms of the GP with first term as A and common ratio as R. Okay, so students, what do we get from here? This is the 27th. Tm is equals to 27. So we get A R raised to the power m minus 1. So how do we write the nth term of GP? A into R raised to the power?
A into R n minus 1.
Yes. So A that is equals to 27 and A R n minus 1 equals to 8 and A R.
AR P minus 1 equal to 12.
Very good. Good students. So now what's your target? What?
To prove that Rm minus 1 equal Rn minus 1 equal Rp minus 1.
Okay. So see they will be in GP if we prove, because the condition for GP is the R, right? Yes.
But I think they are not in G, because 27 can be written as 3 into 3 into 3, whereas 8 can be 2 cube and 12 can be 2 into 2 into 3.
Okay.
But sir, if we overview the GP, then if we write any term, then it is written as AR n minus 1. So A should be common, but in 27 and 8, A is not common at all.
Hmm. Okay, still let's try to solve it out. Let's see what will be the so students, a common ratio is r, and that will be your so let us divide term 1 by 2. This, okay, this is, sorry, this is your equation 1, this is equation 2, and this is equation 3. Okay, so let us divide. See, we cannot draw any conclusion at this point. We have to solve it a little bit. Okay, more we need to. So students, equation 1 by 2, what do we get? A raised to the power m minus 1 divided by a raised to n minus 1 is equals to 27 upon 8, right? So what does this give you?
Yes, sir.
So a will cancel out, and a by r raised to the power m minus 1 equals to 27 by 8. Yes, agreed. So what's your r from here?
How you write a by r?
Sorry. A is cancelled out. Thank you for telling this. So what will be your r? See, first of all, you can write 1 by r. 1 by r is equals to 27 by 8 into 1 raised to the power m minus 1, right? And r you will be getting as 8 by 27 raised to the power m minus 1. Now it's okay. Yes. Similarly, we can divide 2 by 3.
Sir, may you please explain it again?
Beta, I have simply, these are the 3 terms in GP. So I have written, let it be mth term, let it be nth term, and let it be pth term. These are not consecutive terms. So their first term is A, common ratio is R. So nth term can be written as A into R raised by n minus 1. So mth term can be written as A into R raised by m minus 1 equals to 27. Nth term can be written as A into R raised by n minus 1 into A is equals to 8. And pth term is A into R raised by p minus 1. Now simply I have divided 1 by 2. And now I am dividing 2 by 3. And finding the value of R, because common ratio I need to see whether I am getting the same common ratio. If I am getting the same common ratio, it means these terms are in GP. Yes.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
When you divide 1 by 2, then you take m minus 1 power common, but where n minus 1 goes,
Okay. Sorry. Yes.
they are different terms.
Yes. Sorry. Yes. Thank you so much. So students, what do I get here? R raised to the power m minus n plus 1, right? Yes.
Yes, sir.
And that will be equals to, so plus 1 cancels out.
M minus n.
So r raised to the power m minus n is equals to 27 upon 8, and r equals to 27 upon 8 raised to the power 1 upon m minus n, right?
Yes, sir.
See students, I can okay, let the r be in this form, we'll see to it. Okay, now 2 divided by 3, a raised to the power n minus 1 upon a into r raised to the power p minus 1, 8 upon 12. So same way, a will be cancelled out. So r raised to the power n minus 1 minus p1 will cancel out similarly. So you get it as r by 12, and in the same way you get r is equals to 8 by 12. So 8 by 12 you can further, of course you can simplify it, 2 by 3, yes. So you get r as
2 by 3 raised to the power 1 by n minus 3.
very good. So we need to see these relations. So they are in GP only if these two are same, okay? So GP, we are already considering them in GP, okay? So if we are considering them in GP, it means we are going to proceed with considering R equals to the common ratio, yes? Yes?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So we have considered that they are in GP. This is what's the assumption, and we are moving forward. So it means both these common ratios will be this equation number 4, this equation number 5. So equating 4 and 5, we get 27 upon 8 raised to the power 1 by m minus n is equals to 2 by 3 1 upon n minus p, right? Now simplifying it, what will it give you? 27 means 3 raised to the power 3m minus n divided by 8. 8 also means 2 raised to the power 2 raised to the power 3m minus n, and that will be equals to 2 raised to the power. So students, can you see that we are near to solving it out, because we have the base 3 here and 3 here, so we can cross multiply it, and we have the base 2 and base 2, so powers will be added. Yes, come on. So 3 raised to the power 3 upon m minus n and plus, so this will be multiplied, so the powers will be added. Yes, and that is equals to 2 into 1 upon n minus p multiplied by this, so this power will again be added. Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So what do you get? 3 raised to the power m minus n into so this is equals to 3 raised to the power m minus n into n minus p into 3n minus 3p plus, sorry, yes, plus m minus n is equals to
Yes, sir.
2 raised to the power n minus p into m minus n into m minus n plus 3n minus 3p. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now students, you can multiply both the terms with, let this be equals to suppose a, okay? So multiply both sides with the power a, means n minus p, like squaring both sides you do. Yes. So same way, like You are multiplying with the same exponential both sides. This will cancel out. Agreed? So what do we get? 3 raised to the power 3n minus, this is 2n. Yes. What do you get, students? 2n minus 3p plus m is equals to, what do you get here? 4n minus 3p minus m. Is there some problem?
Sir, can you please explain how this exponents get cancelled?
Okay. See, like 3 raised to the power x.
2n आएगा ना 4n की जगह पर?
Yes, sorry, yes. Yes. What's the
2 raised
mistake?
to the power 2n minus 3p minus
2 raised to the power, okay, sorry, yes, sorry. Yes. Okay, let me, you were asking me to explain how.
sir not plus m आएगा.
Sorry, yes. This side it is power of 3 is okay. Acha, let us see one thing. You have 3 raised to the power x upon y is equals to, you have 2 raised to the power z upon y. Is this okay? Now I am multiplying
Yes,
both sides. I can square both sides. Can't I do the squaring? Yes.
Yes, sir.
So similarly, instead of squaring, I can take the power y by both sides. Can I take? So this
Yes,
y,
sir.
so this y will be cancelled out. Yes. Same power,
Yes.
both sides. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So 2 raised to the power, students, this is 3n minus n, this is 2n. And then we have minus 3p. And then we have m. Students, there is some issue. Anybody of you can tell where we are wrong?
Sir, when power, no sir, ये not equal to ही तो आएगा. मतलब ये चीज भी नहीं फॉर्म कर रही सर.
Okay. चलो ठीक है स्टूडेंट्स. So we'll proceed. Today's time is over. We'll proceed with this question tomorrow from here. Okay.
सर
Yes.
बस सर 3 steps ऊपर जाओ जहाँ पे आपने सर 3 की पावर 3n-1 ये वाला स्टेप जो है सर यहाँ से पता लग रहा है कि ये दोनों पावर्स इक्वल ही हैं. दोनों
हाँ, अगर ऐसा है तो 3 is not, so LHS is not equal to, that's not possible. 3 is not equal to 2. You're right, but still I need to give a fresh look to this question. Okay, so that's all for this class, students. Okay, so tomorrow we will proceed and we'll do this question in a fresh way. Okay,
Okay, sir.
thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.